guys joining today. I'm going to be carrying on with Stranger Things, Volume 2, Part 2, Episode 9, Piggyback, fucking stress, let's go. There have not been multiple deaths yet. Like, at most, Papa is dead, potentially Eddie is dead. That is it, like, but then Steve did survive being strangled and numbed on a bit, so like, I'm fucking stressed. But let's go. I don't want there to be, I would like to just quickly say, I don't want there to be lots of extra deaths, but they said there were going to be, which is what stresses me out. I'm stressed though, this is too quick. This is beautiful, but too quick. Oh god, is he gonna be gone? Eddie?
Bad, huh?
No, you're gonna be fine. We're just gonna get you to a hospital, okay?
I didn't run away this time, right?
I know, but you really should have done.
No.
You're so brave.
You're gonna have to look after those little sheep for me, okay?
No, you're gonna do that yourself.
No.
You'll look after them so well.
I think it's my year, Henderson.
This is horrible.
I think it's...
Eddie!
Dustin, sweetie. Sweet baby boy.
Call an ambulance! Hurry, call an ambulance! Yes, I'm here.
Oh no, please.
I can't feel or see anything.
You're gonna be okay.
It's okay.
I'm so scared. I'm so scared.
You're gonna be okay.
I want to die. I'm not ready.
You're not gonna die. Hang on.
I want to go on. I don't want to.
You're not gonna die. Just hang on. Max, no.
Max, stay strong, you can do this.
No, Max, stay with me. Max, stay with me. No. Max, please stay with me.
Kids are off limits. Wake up right now, okay? She's just in a coma, she's gonna wake up. Oh my god. Oh fuck, he got his last death. Run. Fuck. Oh well. I don't care right now. I could be sad in another universe, but holy fucking shit. That's why he said they've already lost, because he knew he'd already killed Max. I can't even think about it. Well, everyone's gonna know now, in Hawkins at least. Wake up, Max. Please. Just die temporarily. Wake up, Max. Can Elle do some magic and wake her?
You're not going.
Yes, please. Please.
Hi. I, Max, wanted to have a sleepover.
Please.
This is one.
The love can save her, right?
This is insane.
Please. If you do not show me Max alive immediately. Oh yeah, we gotta evacuate, I don't care. Where's Max?
That seismologists are calling
I just need to see Max, okay? Then I can appreciate this. We did all we could.
Eddie Munson, the leader of this cult and prime suspect in the murders, has been missing since the earthquake.
Why can't they just at least clear his name? I just really need to see Max, okay?
What, Jonathan?
We need to talk.
Where's Lucas?
Mm-hmm.
He's at the hospital.
With Max.
Was he hurt?
How is she?
To sick up that horrible parody of wine. He forgot about
Elle
his
kept her
mother
from being
and
completely
Uncle
gone.
Morton and his father.
Wake up, sweetheart, please. Please. Max wasn't alone. Wake up now, sweetheart, we're all here. There's potentially hope. Just like to see Max wake
I
up,
don't
please.
know what's wrong. Oh, you really shouldn't
Oh,
have.
but I did. But I did.
I just don't even deserve anything. I mean,
He's so happy for her. I just really hate
Mr. Munson?
that he's still. That people are always gonna think Eddie was a murderer.
I was with him when the earthquake hit.
And where is Eddie now?
He was a good kid.
He never stopped being Eddie,
Not even for a second.
despite everything. He isn't just innocent.
The hero.
He's a hero. Steve.
He's actually grown up quite a bit, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Are we okay?
Yeah,
Talk about it.
totally. Life keeps throwing things in the way of our big plans.
Yeah, it sure seems like that.
You didn't even apply to the college, Jonathan. Talk to her.
Too late to throw saving the...
No. No, not yet.
This relationship is not ending well. Or going well, I should say. Honesty is the way forward. And they're both hiding from the truth.
Let's hope one is dead and rotting.
He's not.
He's
The
not.
body was gone. Can Will sense it?
Now that I'm here, I can feel him.
Will.
He's hurt. We have to kill him. And we will.
We got so close this time. Like, if we had someone on the ground to chop off his head, he'd be dead. Wake up, Max, please. He was so loved. Could she not find her? Max? No. No. Why would they give us hope just to take it away? It's cruel. I'm gonna keep hope, but if they are gonna say Max is brain dead and she's not coming back, then they can fuck off. Please. This is what she needed. She just needed something good.
Get the door open 3 inches. I never stop believing.
It's okay. I'm here.
I'm so glad she gets it back.
Yeah. Well, what do you think?
I'm so glad they get to hold each other again. What's the plan now? How are they hiding Elle? Is she and Hopper gonna go into hiding? Oh, Will. Be upside down. Hawkins should be evacuated. I could do with the next season immediately, thank you very much. Please say they're already filming. Leave Hawkins right now, everyone. So stressed. Knowing that it's gonna end any second. Elle loves the wildflowers in Hawkins. But the upside down is spreading. Fuck. We can do this, team. I don't know how. And like, please say they've secretly already filmed season 5. Oh my god, so the finale was phenomenal. I am gonna start with my one thing, which is Max. If Max is dead and they confirm that she's staying dead, I will potentially struggle to watch more Stranger Things because it will just make me sad. I will definitely never be re-watching. As things stand, and I get that that's just a personal preference, I think that when shows kill off characters, it cheapens every single moment that came before it. It would cheapen the episode 4 will be meaningless now. You know, all the very things. Dem and Dog might have killed her in season 2, and who cares? It's sort of the way I feel. But the fact that they had her die and then Elle bring her back, they wouldn't have done that, I don't think, just to string us along, just so next season they can be like, oh well, she's brain dead, we're going to switch it off now. What I'm currently thinking maybe happened, that occurred to me, is Vecna says his victims are with him. So does that mean Max is somehow trapped in his mind, in his world? So if we can kill him, or if Elle can mind link with him, she could potentially find Max and break her out, and Max will still have her body to go back to because it's there. It's not like Chrissy and other people who's died and buried, etc. Like, her body is living, it just needs Max back. So that is what I am going to be holding on to going into the future. I think plot-wise, if they were going to kill Max, it would have been far more effective to just leave her dead in Lucas's arms than it ever would have been to do this. It would just be cruel to do this and then make it so that they cannot save Max and that they do not save Max. So as far as I am concerned, that little girl is going to be fine. Now, the whole finale was epic. The way everyone was able to, even went from like another continent, from across the country, they were able to pull together and help in that final fight was everything. The fact that ultimately their plan both went completely wrong, but it also worked. It went entirely wrong, but they got to Vecna. It was just too late for Max because he is so powerful. Now, I do not fault the Hawkins kids for what they did. Someone had to do something. If we had followed Brenna's plan, like, yes, Ella wasn't ready. I never thought she was. But at the end of the day, what other choice did we have? It was send Ella in right now, or go, oh well, Vecna can win. You know, it was one or the other. Now, for Elle, obviously for all of them, this is the first time they have lost, which is leading us straight into this final season where they're ultimately going to win, which I'm very much looking forward to. But, you know, there were points in this episode where I was scared for pretty much everybody. You know, I didn't think anyone was going to aim at Erica and shoot her, but I was like, what if someone's aiming and their aim goes off or it ricochets? I was scared for Lucas, I was scared for Max, rightly, Eddie. Again, I feel awful for my philosophy about, like, new characters dying, but it's the way I feel. Like, if Eddie had, admittedly, I still cry my eyes out, and I probably will every single time I watch Stranger Things, because I really, really did care about Eddie, but one season's worth of caring is different to multiple seasons worth of caring. Ideally, he would have survived and got to clear his name. Initially, I was thinking, well, surely they'll clear his name eventually, but thinking about it, you know, the government knew all along that Henry Creel killed his family and that it had nothing to do with the dad. The government always knew Victor Creel was innocent, but it was better than saying, well, actually there was a superpowered child in the house. If they just say, oh, the dad went crazy, lock him up for life, easy, wash your hands of it. That is exactly what they would have done to Eddie if he survived, I think. But we can just pray that maybe there are some slightly better forces that maybe could have cleared his name, but you'd want to think that they could clear his name retrospectively, but at the end of the day, it's far easier to say, oh, it was an earthquake and it happened at the same time that there just happened to be these murders by the satanic cult. Ideally, I think everyone should be leaving Hawkins. I do think that's a disaster zone. And I think our main families should leave Hawkins because their children were suspected as being part of this hellfire club. Being part of a satanic club. And I know they're babies, but still. This town is an idiot-filled town. Jason dying, fair enough, you know. If nobody else had died in this episode, I would have felt sad because he was just an arrogant, grief-stricken boy. You know, yes, I don't like him. I think that there's definitely a lot of that toxic masculinity, white privilege going on in that little brain of his, but it was grief-fueled. And he couldn't believe Dustin because he, oh my god, why do I want to call Lucas and Dustin by each other's names? And I don't understand my brain fog right now. I don't think he could ever have believed that Chrissy was going to get drugs because in his head she was this clear-cut good little girl, and the fact that she wouldn't go to him, he's the great hero, of course she'd come to him. But he deserved a chance to grow up. But at the same time, with Max lying dead, I couldn't care less when he got cut in half. Now, the more stuff happens, like, the more Hawkins turns into the Upside Down, the less they're going to be able to cover this up. At least the people of Hawkins will all know the truth, any who survive. Fuck, I really, my brain, like, I'm just frazzled. I am so sad for Eddie. He died a hero. It wouldn't have been that bad if he could have just kept running. It would have been okay if he kept running. I mean, they probably would have caught him and he would have died anyway. I think, like, the moment he didn't go with Dustin was the moment he chose to stand and fight. But he died a hero's death. And yes, his name is gonna, the months of murders, it'll go down in history as a thing. But the people that cared about him, the people that mattered to him, all know the truth. And that is something you have to try and hold on to. Hopefully, retrospectively, we can clear his name. Pin it all on fucking Jason, who doesn't also deserve to have loads of murders on his history. For all of them, they have to deal with this loss. Going forwards, I think season 5 could be something pretty beautiful and pretty spectacular if Max wakes up. But Will and Jonathan's scene was beautiful. You know, Will still hasn't said it, he hasn't come out and said, but Jonathan has made it clear that he pretty much said he knows, but like, it doesn't matter, he will always be loved. And I think it helps to hear that, because even in a loving and supportive family, you can still have that fear that what if they're going to be unsupportive and I've got it wrong. I think also Will often feels like he's in the sidelines of everybody's lives, and even Jonathan went off and got his friend in his high all the time, so like no one had time for Will, whereas Jonathan making it clear that no, he does have time for Will. So I loved that scene so much, and I'm still so glad that Will and Mike, I think their friendship is tighter than ever. Yes, there are some other complications there, but their friendship is tighter than ever. Will is being honest about what he is sensing and what he is feeling from Henry Creel. Jonathan and Nancy, now, they were like Steve and Nancy the whole way, and then obviously I'm very glad that nothing happened beyond Steve telling how he feels, which again, I don't think there's anything wrong with saying how you feel, it's just acting on it. It's better than what happened between Jonathan and Nancy in season 2, given she was still technically dating Steve. They're all kids, I don't actually hold any grudges about this, but I think it's really interesting because things aren't okay between Jonathan and Nancy. They haven't been all season. The fact that she is feeling the rekindlings of a flame for Steve, even if ultimately she wants to choose Jonathan, I will support her, but she needs to talk to him about what isn't quite right, long distance isn't working, whatever it is. He's still lying to her about the application. If any time she was going to forgive you, it's after they've just fucking fought and died and saved the world. You know? It's not looking healthy right now. It is looking like the sort of thing where they'd stick together, being a bit miserable or whatever. I hope next season they either talk and break up amicably, and then I can get Nancy with Steve, which is what I do secretly want. But if they do stay together, I like them together. I'm not against it. I need them to talk because, yes, I can also see that right now there is so much going on in their lives that like they feel like, do we even have the right to talk about this, to talk about our feelings, to talk about our relationship, like it matters right now? But I just really hope that they do have that talk sooner rather than later before they do grow to kind of resent the relationship. Because if they could end things amicably, it would be better for everyone involved. Robin having a second chance, I love. At least I think she has a second chance going forwards. I'm really sorry, my brain, I'm literally just repeating the mantra of like, Max must live, Max must live, and it's hard for me to think beyond that. Now, we almost killed Creel. If they could have run down the stairs faster, if someone else had been waiting down there with an axe or a sword, we could have chopped his head off. We got close. That scene was epic as well, but I was very scared that he was going to lash out and kill one of them. Hopper and Elle reuniting was absolutely everything they deserve. It was like one good thing at the end there when like everything sucked, but Elle got to have Hopper back in her life, and she, like, for her, she had this stabilizing force, this person she can lean on and she can turn to, and he got to hold her in his arms. He's safe, he's home. I'm so thankful. I mean, the government is still going to be blaming Elle, I imagine, or like parts of the government going after her, the military, and it's just going to be stressful. I'm sorry if this isn't my most in-depth review right now. My brain is literally scrambled. I love these characters so much. I am so frightened that they're gonna hurt me by irrevocably by killing Max or killing another character in the final season. You know, we've got this far if we assume Max is alive. We've got this far without them killing anybody too major, which means this is a show you can enjoy. It is a show you can rewatch. It is a show you can invest in. And I'm so scared that shows like to be like, oh my god, shocking, we killed off everybody in the final season. Aren't we like good TV? And it's like, no, every single show does that. What are you doing? Given that this isn't The Walking Dead, this isn't Game of Thrones, this isn't a show where from the start you're like, everyone dies. I hope it stays that way, basically. And yeah, this was epic. It was an amazing season. Slightly marred for me currently by my terror that the next season they're going to be like, oh well, Max is dead, and then ruin my life. But I do think there is, like I said, when Vecna kills people, they go with him, and he knew Max was already dead. That's why he told Elle they'd lost. So he has her somehow, and Elle could either mind link with him and save her that way, or when we kill him, she'll be free and she'll have a body to go back to, which will be the key thing there. I don't know. I'm not really grasping at straws, it's just accurate. Or she just needs time to heal, and that's fine. She needs to go to the movies with Lucas. But this was horrific in some ways, epic in others, fantastic in others as well. Brilliant finale, brilliant season. I'm stressed. I'm still stressed. I'm going to be stressed until the next season, so can I get therapy bills paid for by the Strange Things writers, please? Reminder that you can find the unedited version of these reactions on my Patreon, and thank you so much for watching.